Welcome back to The Spark. Today's inspiring story is about a man named Harland Sanders who did not find success in his 20s or in his 30s, and in fact, for most of his life, he worked ordinary jobs: farmhand, streetcar conductor, railroad worker, insurance salesman, and he even ran a gas station. By the time he turned 40, Sanders had already failed at more than a dozen ventures. He really had the entrepreneurial drive, but he didn't succeed until then. Most people would have said his story was finished. But in the back of that little gas station in Kentucky, he started cooking meals for hungry travelers. Fried chicken, biscuits, gravy. The word spread. People weren't just stopping for gas anymore. They were stopping for him. And his food, obviously. Maybe you're starting to get an idea who I'm talking about. So it wasn't until his 60s, after losing his restaurant to a new highway big chain, that Sanders began what would become his life's true work. With nothing but a recipe, a pressure cooker, and his white suit, he started driving around the country, and we're talking the United States, knocking on doors, trying to convince restaurants to use his chicken recipe. That must have been very, very hard to do, especially because he had over 1,000 rejections from all the restaurants he visited. 1,000 rejections. And he kept going. Finally, someone said yes. And that spark became Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC. And Colonel Sanders, a man who spent most of his life in failure, or thinking he was a failure, became a global icon of perseverance and innovation in that field at that time, after the age of 65. His story proves that it's really never too late. And sometimes vocation doesn't appear when the world expects it, when your family expects it. Success sometimes doesn't appear when people expect it. Sometimes it waits for you to be ready, to give it your best. And in the end, Colonel Sanders found his group. I would call it the brotherhood of late bloomers and builders. The inventors, the entrepreneurs, the creators who show us that it's never too late to give your gift to the world. And now I invite you, as always, to stay with me for a short vocational discovery meditation. So I invite you to close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Let the air fill up more than your chest. It should fill up your belly. Exhale and let the breath out through your mouth. Let's do that together one more time. Breathe in through your nose deeply. Allow your breath to go all the way to your belly. Breathe out through the mouth, allowing even a sound to accompany that exhale. Now bring your attention to your heart. You can even touch your heart if you want. Imagine a spark glowing there inside of your heart. It's small, but it's steady. This spark is the seed of your true calling. It is calling you too. With each new breath, you feel the spark growing into a gentle fire, a flame. Imagine the flame of a candle, warm, full of movement, playful. This flame, this fire is your passion, your calling, your unique way of showing up in the world. And I want you to let The flame spread downward from your heart. It flows down into your chest, your arms, your hands, until your entire body becomes a flame. I want you to see the flame then rising up all the way to your brain, bringing warmth and brightness into that part of your being which knows, it knows the work you are meant to do. The work that feels natural and joyful. It makes you feel alive because you contribute. And now, let this fire transform into radiant, bright, golden light. I want you to see that light shining all around you, connecting you with the people who recognize your gifts. They need your gifts. And they are aware they are gifts. The light draws in your true group, the ones who will walk with you, support your purpose. Spark, fire, light. Spark, fire, light. Repeat these words softly. I carry the spark. I grow the fire. I spread the light. And breathe that truth in. It feeds your flame. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes, carrying your spark, your fire, your light into the world, trusting it is seen, it is recognized, it is needed, it is successful. I will see you next time.